Hi, it's Margaret Maloney, and I'm here with another little short mini lesson. Today's mini lesson is all about communications, because I know that you would like to either continue to have good success or have even more success in your career as a project manager. And by now, you must have heard the statistic that a project manager spends up to 90% of his or her time communicating. And it's true, it's really true. And in fact, maybe in another mini lesson, we'll break it down exactly why that's true. For now, I'm asking you to trust me. So 90% of your time communicating. And that means meetings, because meetings are a form of communication. Some of us love meetings, some of us hate meetings. They are what they are. What I would love for you is that people enjoy your meetings. They look forward to your meetings. You know, there are some people who, when they send you a meeting invite, you just go, ah, and you roll your eyes and you can't believe it. And you think, oh, this is going to be just a big time-wasting event. Well, I don't want that to be true of any meeting that you facilitate. Have an agenda that makes sense based on where you are in the project. Be flexible. If something comes up and it's not on your agenda, you don't want to shut people down, nor do you want to let somebody, I'll say, hijack your meeting. But if somebody comes up with something that's off the agenda, then you want to ask the room, this seems important. Maybe we should go ahead and talk about this now and table something else that was on the agenda. What do you think? And if everybody thinks no, then that's your clue that that topic needs to go in the ever-popular parking lot where we put ideas for the future, and you're going to circle back to it another time. But basically, you know what an agenda is about? It's about being courteous and strategic with everyone's time. You know, for a minute there I was going to say with other people's time, but it's with your time as well. And speaking of meetings and agendas, have a kickoff. I am learning that a lot of projects get going without any kind of kickoff meeting. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because I learned this firsthand quite a while ago. And it went something like this. I was working with a group. We were all virtual. So all of our get-togethers were on the phone or, you know, using a virtual meeting tool. And I conducted a kickoff. So I had all my team, I'm going to say all my guys, because at that project they happened to be, my team was all men. So my guys, and we're on the meeting, and I'm introducing the project to them and the business reason for the project, why they've been assigned, my understanding of the roles they're going to play. I open it up to questions. It was a very simple kickoff meeting. Meeting ended. About 5 minutes later, my phone rings. And I have, you know, I had caller ID on my office phone, and I look, and it's the person who most of my resources worked for, because this was in a matrix situation, or a matrix organization, so they were on loan to me. So their boss is calling. Now, sadly, my first thought was, oh my, what did I do? I thought, okay, this man has never called me before. What did I do? Well, here's the good news. He was calling to say thank you. He was calling to tell me that no other project manager had ever had a kickoff meeting with the team before. And that was, you know, by the way, a wonderful compliment that he was calling to say thank you, but also a little sad, because I'm going to tell you that some of the men on my team had been working at this particular company for over 15 years. And I was not the first project manager, nowhere was I close to being the first project that they ever worked on. So have a well-run kickoff. You know, sometimes the first time that people are getting to know you could be at a kickoff meeting, which is why, again, it's important to have the agenda and to be courteous and strategic of everyone's time, because people are watching you. And this isn't fair, but people will sometimes evaluate you based on your ability to run a meeting, and they might look at you and say, well, oh my gosh, if she can't even run a meeting, how can I trust her to run a project? You might think I'm being dramatic, but I have heard those conversations, so you do want to do a good job at this. Again, it's part of our 90% of our time spent communicating. Keep on top of your communications. What do I mean by keep on top? I mean, try really hard not to let communications fall through the cracks. Don't be that person who forgets to answer someone's text, email, voicemail, whatever it is, instant message. Don't forget. And if you need to put on your calendar, go ahead and put on your calendar, make yourself appointments to answer someone. Write on your calendar when you owe someone an answer. I just did that this past week. There was someone who asked me for some information. He asked me for the information about a month ago. I responded that I wouldn't have the information for about 30 days. Would it be okay if I got back to him then? He said yes. And then I didn't trust myself. I wrote a note on my calendar so that 2 days ago, a reminder popped up, answer Mr. X about such and such information. That's the kind of thing you want to do. And that is a simple and effective way to increase your success. And I'm all about your success, right? You know it. Bye for now.